welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa. It's nice to meet you. I am currently not in my knitting nook. I'm actually out in the living room area because I have a lot better lighting out here than in there. But yeah, I'm just gonna try out a different type of format. I know I tried to do some like little vlogs or I don't know, daily or weekly kind of filmings and compiled them all into a video before, so I'm gonna try and do that again. I think it'll help me kind of get back into the rhythm of things. Anyway, I'm currently knitting on my Camisole no. 5 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. My heater just turned on, so if you hear that in the background, I'm sorry. But yeah, currently just plugging away on this. I got the front portion done. Oh, my needles just poked through. So yeah, just started this up not too long ago. I've been kind of suffering from cast-on itis lately. Yeah, I've just been casting on everything my heart desires. So this is one of them, and I'm knitting it out of Knitting for Olive Pure Silk in the Dusty Artichoke colorway, and I am knitting the size large. I wanted it to be just a little bit looser, not like oversized, but I didn't want it to be no ease or skin tight. So anyways, I'm just working on the back side now, and then I'll be connecting. Also, I will show you what else I've casted on that's kind of a spur of the moment cast on because my heart desired to knit this. So let me grab that. All right, so I've also been working on this beauty, and make sure I'm going to hold it up for you the right way. This is the Storm Sweater by PetiteKnit. If you do not recognize it, you probably do. So I started knitting this as well, so I casted this on spur of the moment because why not? I knew that spring is coming. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But spring is coming, Easter's around the corner, so St. Patrick's Day. It's February 2nd that I'm recording this at 2:40 in the afternoon. So I casted this on maybe a week ago. I wanted something different, something bright, springy colors, so I decided to cast this on. And if you have been here before, then you know that I purchased some yarn from the Holstgarn site. This is the Coast base in the color Lime. I was going to make a replica kind of summery spring cardigan, but I just thought, hey, I want to turn that into a storm sweater instead. And, you know, these are very reasonable. I will say about this yarn is that a lot of people will try the Holstgarn Super Soft and still find it a little itchy. So this is really nice for people that may be a little bit more sensitive. I actually gave my mom a cone that I had in the putty colorway of the Coast, and she really likes it, and she's very sensitive. Whoops, sorry, I don't have you on my tripod. I actually have you propped up against my laptop in the window, so sorry. I'll try not to move so much. But I gave my mom a cone in the colorway Putty, and she's very sensitive to wools, and she finds it very soft, and she can actually put it up next to her neck. So if that's any indication for any sensitive knitters out there, it is pretty reasonable. You don't have to buy the entire cone. You can always buy the pre-spun like cakes that they have, and I forgot how much it converts into, but it's pretty affordable depending on what affordable is to you. I do know that it is a, you know, range for everybody, but I'm knitting it out of that, and then also some just basic white Aloft yarn from KnitPicks. So I had I think five skeins of this up in my little yarn stash area, so I grabbed those out. I'm just now on my second ball, by the way, and I just attached it maybe one like textured panel block ago, so down in here I attached it. So quite a bit of, you know, yardage out of just one ball. So here's the back. You can see that that white Aloft really downplays that color. It makes it really like kind of muted, almost like, I don't know, in some lights it kind of looks like yellow-green. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, so I decided to cast that on. Super soft. I cannot wait to wear it. I will say one thing I did do is whenever I got to the point where I was done with the front section and I needed to connect the front and back, I actually put all of the stitches onto a barber cord and I soaked and blocked the top half. So right at the, like right before you connect, so right in this section where these like, I don't know, old barber stripe pole looking diagonal lines were on both sides, I stopped there and I blocked it because I had a feeling my gauge was a little off and it looked really short for the armhole, and I work out and I got some meaty arms, so I wanted to make sure my arm would fit through it when it's done. So I did that, and I actually put my head through the hole and like made sure it fit. And so far so good. It is gonna be a drop shoulder, so it will be off my shoulder quite a bit where it connects, so I figured, you know what, that's a decent amount of ease. And I just continued. Other than that, it's fitting perfectly. I am knitting, oh my gosh, I believe this size 4, hold on, let me check. Yes, I am making the size large also in this. And I just have the pattern inside my Coco Knits magnetic board. I got this a couple months ago. I believe I showed it on the channel whenever I was working on my husband's cabled sweater. So yeah, I just have the pattern in here. I don't want to show too much because I actually have the whole chart there and I don't want to expose that. But yeah, I'm knitting the size large, and yeah, absolutely loving it. I've been honestly pretty much knitting on this monogamously. In my last video, you would have seen me starting the Waffle sweater by Knitting for Olive. I have put her aside momentarily because I am captivated by this project. It is so much fun. I love just, I don't know, it's not repetitive, but it is, like you redo the different patterns or sections, but I love the texture of it. I love just the knit and pearls, you know, I'm in love. Absolutely love it. I'm excited to finish it because I want another one, and probably a white color, just something basic. So I'm working on that currently, as well as my camisole. I actually worked on this most of the morning, and now I'm actually working on my camisole for a little bit. Let's see. Other things that I casted on. I'm telling you, I had an itch that needed to be scratched. So I just casted on everything that my heart desired. So along that front, oh, and by the way, so I did the Irene knit along with, or not with, but I guess with, it's a knit along. It's knitting with people, but like virtually or like far away, not together, but together. I don't know. It's the first one I've ever done. So let me know if you think it's, and like you knit with people, but don't knit with them. I don't know. Anyway, so I did that, and I actually won a prize, y'all. I was so excited. So this is the prize I got. It is a project bag. It is by Jenny and her page is Honeybird Studio, or not page, but channel, I mean. She made this, oh my god, so talented. It is so well constructed, like the bottom is that type that like opens up. Like that is amazing. I don't know how people do that, but maybe I should learn. And the inside's so cute. And with this, she actually, I have the other thing inside of a bag. I'm not going to run and get it, but she made a little notions pouch. And there is also a double-pointed needle protector that she sewed that matches in this fabric. So cute. Anyways, so more things I casted on. I am working on the Petal Drop socks by Handmade by Florence, and I've gotten quite a bit done. So I'm through my heel and gusset. I'm just going down until I get to my foot length, which I'm using, sorry, I have my other knitting bag here beside me. I'm using one of these sock rulers that the crazy sock lady talked about. So I pretty much just put this end into my heel, like so. And I'm pretty much just gauging where I need to stop, which sadly I'm not in the child range. I'm way up here at the women's 10 because I got some big feet. So I'm just knitting away on this guy. Cool thing about these is you can just pop them on your wrist. I love that. So just working on this. I am actually, I don't have the label with me, but I do have another label from another skein that you're about to see soon. But it's the same company, same base, just different colors. So this is the sock yarn that I have. It's by the Fiber Co. It is the Amble Wandering Souls, or just Amble. This is in the color Red Skis. Skis. It's SCEES. I don't know, but I love it. It is so soft. I absolutely love this. I almost forgot to tell you the composition of it. It is 100 grams. It is fingering weight. I am working these socks on my 1.5 40-inch circular needles. And yeah, they are 1.5 US, 2.5 millimeters. So that's what I'm working these Petal Drop socks on. Which, before I tell you the comp of the yarn, check out that lacy design. How beautiful is that? Like, honestly, that is just gorgeous. Absolutely love it. And the detail of the twisted rib, just phenomenal. So this yarn is 70% wool, 20% alpaca, and 10% nylon. Lovely, lovely. Machine washable, it says. Do not tumble dry. You dry flat. It says do not wring it, which I don't know if I really do that. I normally roll my things up in a towel and step on it. Anyways, you can hand wash it, do not dry clean, do not bleach, and dry flat to dry. Pretty straightforward. So I am doing this new thing where it's not like knitting two on one cable. I'm knitting two separately on two separate needles, so they're both the same exact needle and same yarns. It's one whole skein. I just actually took out my kitchen scale and I had that set aside. I wound the entire skein and then I put the ball into the into a bowl that I put on top of the scale. And then on my ball winder, I just wound it until the scale said half the grams that the skein weighed, which I think this one actually came out to about 107, like 105 or 107 grams for this, so I just divided the balls in half. And this is how I actually hold my yarn when I'm not working on it. I kind of let it do its thing. I get it untangled from around the needles. and then I just rewind it real gently, and then I just shove it into the heel or into the leg so it doesn't go rolling around. So if you don't do that and you think that's a cool idea, try it out. That's what I do. But yeah, I'm just pretty much what I do on these is I'll knit for 10 rows and then I'll pick up the other one and knit for those 10 rows, and I call that done for the day because I have so many other whips. I'm not going to just, I could just get these done real fast, but I'm really enjoying them. I'm wanting to take my time. Oh, also, I got these cool little stitch markers during December. I don't know if it's going to actually focus enough for you to be able to see them up close, but they're like little like snowy hats or little hats, you know. And it's really cool because it has like this main hole that you can put just like a one-sided needle into. Like it fits these, like you can go like this and it stays on. But it also has these two little holes if you saw. So I just put one needle tip in one side and I put the other one into the other, and it holds them. And it was a set of 2. I got this from my local knitting shop over in Mount Vernon, Washington. It's called Wild Fibers. I don't know if they still have these, but when I went in December they did. So I snagged a set because I knit so many socks, you know, and it's just nice. So I'm working on that pair of socks. And then I actually just went in and I to Wild Fibers with my mom just recently, and I bought her some sock yarn too, but I saw a skein that called my name. It wanted me to come over and play, and I was like, yes, how do you do? Let me buy you 2. So I bought this one. So this is the actual yarn that goes with this label. So the colorway that goes with this label, this and the red are the same. Again, same company, same base, same yarn, just different colors. This one is the color Nutkin. Yeah. Same comp, amount of yarn, or yeah, it was about the same amount. I think this one was like 103 grams for a whole skein. And then I am also using, let me get the label. I'm using a Mohair to pair with it, and this is the Knitting for Olive Soft Silk Mohair in the color Rust. Absolutely beautiful. Do you just see that? Oh, she's popping out. Hold on. I'll show you the cuter side because you know, like a belly button, I mean, there's like an outie side and then there's an innie side. Anyways, I digress. So it's this beautiful color. It's blowing out a little bit with the sunlight coming in. But yeah, I'm just pairing them together on this sock. I'm actually just using the Crazy Sock Lady's vanilla sock pattern. You can find it on YouTube on her channel, or you can get the written pattern on her Ravelry. So yeah, just cast it on for my foot size, and I did a 2x2 ribbing, so knit 2, purl 2, and I actually just got to the stockinette part on this one. So I put my little, like, not stopper, but oh my gosh, progress keeper marker here, just so I know that that was my kind of setup row, I guess. So I don't count that first row that you knit. I don't know why, but that's what she said in her video, so that's what I do. So, but anyway, I put this here just so I know that, Melissa, don't count this row, count the next one, and you start counting. Anyways, so that's the beginning of this cuff. It is so soft. I cannot wait to have these done. Oh my god. Like, this combination is too good. The smell is perfect. It is so cozy, and the color is just gorgeous. So right here is the color it is. It is so pretty. Oh my god. And sadly, I do not have stoppers for these ones, but I did order some off of Etsy that I'm very excited about. So those should be coming in soon. But these are the Knitter's Pride Mindful collection that Wild Fibers has. It is so cute. I didn't know they had these. So it gives on the back like a little description, and each needle size has like its own like meditative word on it. So on mine it says calm. I doubt you're going to be able to see this. It's so tiny. It is so tiny, it's not going to focus whatsoever, but I just thought it was really cool that they did that. I think my mom's size 2 said patience. Anyway, on the second sock, I've only gotten a little bit done, maybe like 5 or 6 rows, but working on those here and there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been working on today. In the next clip, you'll probably see my husband's sweater that I've been working on, his single malt. So anyway, I'll see you then. Just wanted to get on here and show some more of my progress. So since the last video, I have finished a project, and that is my felted slippers. These are slippers found in Inga from Knitting Traditions, episode 21. At the end, she gives an oral translation on how to construct these, the pattern for them. Since the original pattern is only in Norwegian, no English, so she orally translated it so English speakers and readers can make these. So I will say that my my slippers are still just slightly too big, just my gauge and tension. I can't change that other than maybe going down another size. I don't want to go down another needle size. I feel like it would make them too dense at that point, because I do like the fabric, so I would just need to go down a size, I think, or at least maybe start my decreases for the toe a little sooner, which I think I did. I think I actually left out 2 rows if I believe right. Anyway, so the cast on that I did, I wasn't able to think of the name of it in the last video, but I believe it's the Jenny's Magical Cast On, and it actually has helped that seam, so there's not like that little ridgy deal I was getting, and so I'm really happy with that. I believe next time that I make a pair of these, or any other time I start making these, I will definitely be doing this cast on. I just like the look of it. It came out a little bit cleaner. Needs to be de-pilled. I've been wearing these like crazy. I have not put any suede little stoppers on the bottom. I've just been really careful walking around the house in them. I also have not put my initials on the top toe yet. I should probably do that. I have the fiber actually all ready to do it. I just haven't felt the like oomph to do it yet. I've been too obsessed with my storm sweater. I won't be showing my waffle sweater in this episode. Have not worked on it at all, and I've been completely obsessed with the storm sweater and my husband's single malt. So in my last video I mentioned how I was worried about running out of yarn, so I did go ahead and I actually purchased another skein, and luckily Quince & Co had the dye lot still, so very excited about that. So I finished the skein I was working on on the body, and I really like to do the sleeves before I finish the body. So I went ahead and I picked up some stitches for the sleeve, and I'm just starting some decreases now on it. So there's really not too much to write home about, other than I love this pattern, I love the texture, the yarn is just unbelievably soft and comfortable. I am so excited to have him be able to wear this. Again, I have a double folded or a folded over neckband, so it's a little squishier. It'll just be real cozy. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've done so far. I got maybe a couple more inches from the last time we spoke, or last time I showed you this. I just put in a little progress keeper of where I started keeping track of how far, but then I finished that skein, so I put little stoppers on it and attached a new one. So yeah, just working this sleeve up whenever I have the oomph to do it right now, because honestly I am obsessed with that storm sweater by PetiteKnit. I've been knitting on it constantly, and I normally, like I said, stop on the body to do the sleeves, but with this sweater I've just been on a roll knitting on it. So let me grab it real quick. So since the second one I last showed you, I actually forgot which section I was in, but I am on my last section. So I did finish the chart that she gave in the pattern, but I have to do an extra section to get the length that she requires for the pattern, because I'm just knitting it to pattern. I really haven't made any modifications at all. So yeah, pull some of this yarn so I have a little more room. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. So happy about it. I want to say I was like down in here maybe on the second. I can't remember, but you've probably already, if you've made it this far into the video, you saw where I was moments ago. So yeah, I've just been knitting on this constantly, and once I'm done with this section I'll be getting into the hem, and once I'm done with that and bound off, then I'll be picking up stitches for the armhole and starting the sleeves. Oops, Luna decided to join me. She's on my lap right now and she's getting all tangled up in my yarn. But yeah, in my last posted video I mentioned how my New Year's resolution was to not buy any yarn this year. I had a feeling that I wouldn't be able to do it, but I know that I could get by without buying more yarn, but a couple of projects that I've been wanting to make have required me to buy yarn. So like in the first clip I showed you some yarn that I have recently purchased, but I am keeping hold of those receipts, and I'm gonna just count them all up at the end of the month or maybe the year, I don't know, whichever. But I also wanted to show y'all something else that I bought whenever I was at the yarn store, and this is what actually prompted me to go in, is that I desperately needed more light at nighttime whenever I'm down here knitting, because it is pretty dark here. Even though I have a bunch of windows, just at nighttime when it's dark, there's like no light outside, obviously no street lights or anything in our neighborhood, so there's no way I could see. So I went ahead and bought one of these neck lights. I'm trying not to blind y'all, so this is the regular, then there's a warm glow, and then a bright white light, and the first one like over here is just a mix of the two. They're adjustable, you can bend them however you need to, but it has helped me so much at night. So whenever we're watching a show or anything, I can just have this around my neck and I can see this project so much better, because this is what really I needed it for. It's so dark, the yarn is, and it's dark down here. We don't have much lighting, and so it has really helped. But yeah, that is all I have to really share today. Just wanted to hop on here and give y'all kind of an update of that project and my finished slippers. And yeah, I'll see you in the next clip. Everyone! Today is February 8th and I have made a lot of progress on my storm sweater by PetiteKnit. As you can see, I've finished the body of her. So in the last clip I was in the middle, or probably just starting on these little pearl bumps. And yeah, finished the ribbing last night of the hem, and there is an Italian bind off. So yeah, I got that sewn up last night while we were watching Narcos. Yeah, I'm very excited about this project. I don't know if I want to start the sleeves next or if I want to go ahead and do the collar first. I don't know. I'll make up my mind here in the next couple of hours anyway. So very happy with this. Absolutely love the way it is turning out. It is so soft and squishy and light. Like, it is so light. I cannot wait to wear this. I think it's going to be a perfect spring, sweater, or like later night summer sweater, put on whenever it's chilly. So I have gotten that done. And then in my project bag, which I don't think I've shown this yet, my husband actually got this for me for my Christmas present. So I thought that was really sweet of him. She's deep, like it's almost as long as my arm. It's so big. So I have his sweater hanging out in here. And I don't know if you can see, it is so deep, like it goes a little past my elbow. But this is a really cool bag because it has like this nice little pouch on the side with a little snap. And you can put your needle case in here. I would show you, but I'm actually using it to hold up my phone while I record this. But yeah, you can fit all types of stuff in there. There's also a little zipper pouch right here that I tend to just keep some stitch markers. I got these from my mom for Christmas. They're assortment of little cat head stitch markers. So yeah, so back to my husband's sweater. So last time you saw this, a couple clips back, I had just gotten through some sleeve stitches. So I was about in this area, and I've gotten through a couple repeats of the arm decreases, and I really want to show y'all like the back, like bottom of the sleeve. It has this really nice feature. Oh gosh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that very well. There's a pearl stitch in here to give it like this seam. Oh my gosh, it is so cool. So it kind of correlates to the raglan stitches here. So it really makes it look continuous throughout the sweater, which is a really nice detail by Maxim, the designer of this sweater, the single malt. I'm knitting this out of Quince & Co. Osprey in the colorway Bark for my husband, and I am knitting the 40-inch chest size for the pattern. The only modification I've done so far is I did a folded over neck for it. Just wanted it to be a little extra cushy for my husband, but yeah, I'm almost through all of the decreases for the pattern. I think I have like one more whole repeat, so like maybe 8 more stitches decreased from here, and then it's just going to be knitting in pattern until I get to the cuff. But yeah, I'll be working on this for a good portion of the morning, and then I think, reaching down for my other project bag, I think after I'm done working on his sweater for the day, so I'll probably get through the decreases, probably work a little bit in the pattern for a bit, maybe stop whenever I get to the cuff, and then I'm going to work a little bit more on my tank top. The Camisole no. 5 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I am making the size large, and I am knitting it out of the Knitting for Olive Pure Silk in the colorway Dusty Artichoke. And I've plugged a couple more increases onto this. Don't know if it's going to be that noticeable, but I'm just working on it very lightly here and there. I believe whenever I fully finish my husband's sweater, this one may be done by then, but I'm probably going to be really jumping onto some summer knits after I'm done with his sweater. And especially after I'm done with my storm sweater here, I'm going to hop back over to my Waffle sweater that is by Knitting for Olive, and I'm knitting that out of 3 strands of the soft silk mohair in the colorway Ballerina. That was in my last posted video if you wanted to look at that towards the end of the video. She's sleeping right now. She's hibernating until I'm done with this storm sweater, and then I'll be picking her back up and finishing her. But yeah, absolutely love all of these projects. I am so excited. Still don't know if I'm going to do the neck or the sleeves for the storm sweater yet, but those are the things I've been working on this week. And yeah, today is a Thursday, so this will probably be my last clip for this video, and I will just continue filming in this format if it works out for y'all. I actually really like filming in this spot. It is in my living room. It is really nice because the windows in here, I get a lot of good lighting. In my little knitting nook area, it's really dark in there, and I have to wait until later in the afternoon to film, and so it really crunches on how much time I can really film versus being able to film in the morning, or early afternoon. So anyways, thank y'all so much for stopping by and watching my little video and finding me. If you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing to my channel, that would help me out a ton. And yeah, I will see y'all next time, and hopefully I have even more progress to show y'all. Thank y'all so much.